Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Cooper and I am the Curriculum Leader for English here at Wootton Park School. In this presentation, I'm going to be introducing the A-level in English Literature. To start off this presentation, I'm going to be discussing why you may wish to study English, also what you will study. We'll also look at how the subject is examined, who should consider this subject, but finally, why Wootton Park? So why should I study English Literature? The A-level in English Literature helps you to develop a number of subject-specific as well as transferable skills. And we try to encourage the development of in-depth, critical and contextual thinking in response to a range of literary works. The A-level in English Literature has three core aims. The first is to encourage you to develop an interest in and enjoyment of literature and literary studies, and to read widely and independently, both the texts that are set as part of the specification, but also wider reading, which you are encouraged to do by your teachers. We also ask you to engage critically and creatively with that wide range of texts, but also to develop your literary analysis and evaluation. We'll also be able to enable you to explore the context of different texts, thinking about the social, historical and cultural background, and also to reflect upon others' interpretations of them. What will you study? The first unit within the A-level for English Literature explores dramatic texts. And in this unit, you will study two plays. One, which is a Shakespearean text, and the second will be a drama text from a whole range of different contextual periods. What you will need to do in this unit is to compare those two plays together, looking at key thematic links. So, for example, you might look at family relationships in King Lear in comparison to A Streetcar Named Desire. Alongside this study, you will also be given a critical anthology, which is full of works by academics exploring the key issues and debates surrounding those plays. In Unit 2, you'll be looking at two thematically linked prose texts, one of which will be pre-1900. And you'll be able to look at not only the language, the structure and the form of those texts, but you'll also be thinking about the context in which they were written and received. So, for example, it may be that you study Frankenstein by Mary Shelley and explore the issues associated with science and society presented within that, and then compare that to a more modern text such as Never Let Me Go. For Unit 3, you will study poetry. Now, within this unit, you'll be looking at an anthology of poetry, which you will be asked to compare with each other. But then in the second section of the poetry unit, you'll be also asked to specify a particular poet or literary period or movement from which poets were writing. So, for example, it may be that we study the poetry of the metaphysical poet John Donne or the romantic poet John Keats. Within this analysis, you'll be encouraged to talk about the context in which they were written, as well as exploring a range of aspects such as the language that was being used by those poets, the structure of those poems, and also the forms in which they took. In Unit 4, you'll be completing some non-exam assessment, which is a 3,000-word essay which is based upon two texts of your choice. What's nice about this unit is that you do have autonomy over the text selections, and you'll be able to draw those connections quite independently. For example, previous learners have looked at Birdsong by Sebastian Faulks, which is a modern war novel, and compared that to the works of Wilfred Owen. In terms of how the subject is examined, as mentioned, there are four key units. The first being drama, second prose, the third poetry, and the fourth coursework. Now, three of those units are written examinations, 2 hours for Unit 1, 2 hours for Unit 3, and only 1 hour for Unit 2 because we're just concentrating there on the comparison of two texts. And that equates to 80% of the overall course. The essay, which is produced as part of Unit 4, is 20% of the overall course and is assessed internally and then externally moderated. Who should consider this subject? It is very, very, very important that you are a keen reader and that you show enthusiasm for a variety of different texts from different eras. If you are not a keen reader, it may be that English literature is simply not for you, because you must show enthusiasm for the text that we look at in class, but you must read widely around that text at home as well. Equally, you must enjoy the process of analysing texts in detail and debating your points of view. The English classroom is designed to encourage debate, and we appreciate every single person's point of view within that classroom. And therefore, it's really important that we can think critically and express our opinions eloquently. Aside from reading, English literature also promotes authorship. So if you are a keen writer, English literature would be a very good subject for you to study, because it encourages you to look at a range of different literary styles, explore the use of narration, different voices, and think about how the English language has changed throughout history and how that might inspire your own writing as well. In terms of the entry requirements for English literature, alongside the standard 5 grade 4s that we expect at Wootton Park sixth form, we'll also need you to have gained a grade 6 or higher at GCSE English language or literature. That's to make sure that you are able to cope with the demands of the course and, more importantly, to enjoy your studies. Who will this course suit? You'll need to be a critical, creative, highly literate learner who is interested in reading, culture, history, and the arts. It is vital that you are a self-motivated and independent learner, but also that you are seeking opportunities to learn, study, and practice. In terms of other courses that English literature goes well with, it acts as a good partner to other languages, such as French and Spanish, but also other creative subjects, such as art and drama. A number of learners may also consider pairing it with humanities, such as history, geography, or religious studies, or the social sciences. Alternatively, you may decide that you would like to combine it with sciences or maths, because it does really work well with any subject, because it encourages those core skills of critical analysis and interpretation. Finally, why Wootton Park? Our department within English is incredibly experienced, and we are used to delivering the A-level course. We have English literature graduates on our team, and we have experienced examiners too. Our teaching and learning is outstanding. We have an outstanding department, as judged by Ofsted in 2019, but also from our external moderation and standardisation procedures. We are a strong department with excellent learner engagement, strong assessment, planning, and outcomes. In addition to the core curriculum at A-level, we also hope to run a range of different trips and experiences wherever possible. We aim to go to the theatre, to the cinema, and take other cultural trips. And we also will be making sure that career opportunities are explicitly discussed throughout our English lessons. We are also fortunate to have an excellent knowledge hub, as well as sixth form study facilities, which the sixth formers will be free to use. If you do have any further questions about English literature, please feel free to get in touch with our heads of sixth form via email, or alternatively, if you would like to discuss English literature specifically, then to email myself, the Curriculum Leader for English, Joel Cooper, at the address on the screen. Alternatively, you can contact the school office. I hope that helps to clear up all questions that you will have about English literature, but please do get in touch if you do have anything further you would like to ask. Thank you very much.